Hello everyone. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at an article from Fox News. Now, this was written by Jackie Sallow from the New York Post. And yeah, all I got to say is adapt or die. They didn't think that this might happen. I kind of had a feeling if you're going to try to restrict the spread of a disease, the more virulent strain is going to become the stronger and more prevalent version of it, which is exactly what has happened. Coronavirus mutation emerges that may bypass mask-wearing, hand-washing protections. New strain contains higher loads of the virus, may be more contagious. And here's the thing. That viral load is what actually builds your immunity. So the more viral load you have, the higher your immunity is going to be. So if the virus itself is getting stronger, and generally vaccinations are weaker on the note of, you know, the viral material that they contain on the note of the strength of it, they have lower loads. You need multiple times. Do you honestly think when the shit's getting stronger and more prevalent that a vaccine and it's mutating like it's HIV, do you honestly think a vaccine is going to do shit? Think about it. I mean, we were already seeing now that it could have gotten to the strength of where the precautions we're taking aren't going to do shit. A new beer virus mutation appears to be even more contagious, according to a study, and experts say it could be a response to the virus to defeat masks and other social distancing efforts. Well, no shit. When you change the environment of a virus, okay, of a bacteria, of any species, will say, like, because it doesn't matter. Look at like how what happens when environmental changes, or you have an environment become isolated. Okay, look what happens to the animal life. All right, it adapts or it dies. That's what's going on here. Adaptation. Scientists in a paper published Wednesday identified a new strain of the virus, which accounted for 99.9% of cases during the second wave in Houston, Texas area, the Washington Post reported. Yeah. The paper, which has not been peer-reviewed, which to me, peer-reviewed doesn't mean shit because it's a bunch of assholes getting together and coming to a consensus. It's an opinion. They're not physically repeating, going through the data and repeating, being able to see if it's repeatable. They're just going, oh yeah, it looks good to me. But anyway, which has not been peer-reviewed, said people with the strain, known as the D614G mutation, had higher loads of virus, suggesting it is more contagious. Well, of course, if it has a higher viral load, of course, it's going to be more contagious. I apologize for this. For whatever reason, Chromium decided to lock up on me, so I apologize for that. I just had to quickly fix it. But yeah, You think that they would not look at this and say, yeah, okay, more viral load, definitely more contagious. Oh, it might be. If there's more of the virus, that means that you have a higher chance of getting infected, which means it's more contagious. Though the strain isn't more deadly, researchers said it appeared to have adapted better to spread among humans. So yeah, all right, this time around, it said, hey, I got to find a way to spread. You don't think that it's going to actually become besides more virulent, possibly more deadly? I mean, this is mutating. It's like HIV. It mutates quickly. David Morenz, a virologist at the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Disease, said, the findings suggest that the virus may become more contagious and that this may have implications for our ability to control it. Well, yeah, it's becoming stronger. It's finding a way to get around the fact of spreading. That's what happens. Deal with it. You didn't think that this unprecedented action that these shitbricks have demanded with locking the whole country down, quarantining the healthy, locking them in their homes and shit, you didn't think that was going to have repercussions? Of course it would. You sow what you fucking reap, you retards. You caused this shit because you went, oh, we need to lock everyone down until after the presidential election. When it was supposed to be 2 fucking weeks to flatten the curve. He said it's possible that the virus had evolved to resist efforts such as hand washing and social distancing, which is a scary proposition if you think about it, because we've wasted All these months, we've put our lives on hold. We've fucked up the economy. We've done all these different things in the name of fighting the virus. And all we did was give it the opportunity to mutate and become way fucking stronger. Whereas if we had just let it run its course, all right, and the people that were at risk were allowed to be, kept safe, we wouldn't be in the situation we're in. On the note of this, wearing masks, washing our hands, all of those things are barriers to transmissibility or contagion. But as the virus becomes more contagious, it statistically is better at getting around those barriers, Morin's told the newspaper. And he's right. He is completely right on that. You've created the environment for this shit to happen. It's like the idea of what the antibacterial soap. And people started realizing we're actually making bacteria stronger because of the antibacterial soap. And it could very well create these like super strains of bacteria. Same type of situation here. I mean, viruses are different than bacteria, but the principle is still generally the same. And now, what's the left going to do? We get. They talk about super spreader events. What they wanted to do created a super bug version of this shit, so to speak. What are they going to have us putting on full body condoms with respirators and everything else next? We're going to have to go out in fucking Tyvek suits with fucking gloves duct taped around the seams and our boots duct taped to the bottom, wearing full respirator masks and shit? Seriously. Which, if they call for that, what's going to happen is just going to cause this shit to mutate again and become even more virulent. What you need to do is just allow it to fucking spread. Because once it spreads, it dies out. Generally. On the note of when you have herd immunity. Because it can't sit there and keep spreading and mutating from different, as it goes transmitting from person to person and incubating and moving on to the next and the next. Anyway, I've covered this well enough. I'm leaving things here. If you liked this video, depending on where you are watching it, please give it an upvote or thumbs up. If you want to know when new content of mine hits the internet, don't forget to subscribe to one or more of my social media or video accounts listed here. Also, with YouTube, don't forget to ring that bell. You can find all of my video content on both BitChute and YouTube. This may not be the case with other places I upload to, but I will try to minimize this happening. You are always welcome to interact with me at any of these sites on the list, so feel free to do so. If you have anything you want me to cover in a video, when it comes to news or current events, send it right along to me. I will try to do my best to cover it. As always, thank you for watching.